Hey, everybody, VP here, and it's time for another Prime to Snap. That's right, this is Prime to Snap, the 1 hour and a half live stream that I do playing the game Marvel Snap. And today, guys, tonight, this very midnight madness special, or something, Monday Midnight Madness, I don't know. I missed the weekend, obviously, for streaming, which is when I usually like to stream. I try to stream on my days off, and my days off are Thursday and Friday, but I missed them this past weekend just because we had other stuff going on. So, but I wanted to get in here and ring in the new season here because why not, man? It's Dragons. I was looking forward to this season, man. I was looking forward to this season, and yeah, and here we are, guys. And so far, for me, anyways, it really hasn't, disappointed. So I'm happy about that. I don't know what you guys think of the season so far. Of course, it just kicked off, so we're still early in the season here. But in case you don't know, the season pass card, which is what we're going to be using tonight, wherever you might be, is right here. It's the Shou-Lao The Undying. He's a 5/8. On reveal, give the last character you played +3 power for each turn you play 2 or more cards. So that is the season pass card, guys. And from what I found, it's pretty fun to play. But I hear a lot of people don't like it because it's a little OP, they think. They believe it's a little OP'd. I can't really dispute the fact that it's OP'd. But, because I've been getting beat with it, but of course that's me. And I haven't seen a whole lot of them being played against me either. And those that have played against me, I've managed to beat. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what you guys think of the new Season Pass card. Let me know in the comments below. But I like it, and we are going to showcase it. And we are also going to showcase a Season 4... The seasonal Series 4 card. That's a mouthful to say, man. After working a whole day and then coming home, that's a mouthful to say for sure. But yeah, we're also going to use that. So let's just jump into the deck here that we're going to be using. Oh yeah, and High Voltage is around again. I guess that just launched today again too. So High Voltage Overdrive. So we're going to have to play that because there's a card in there now. As there usually is. So yeah, we'll probably have to try to play some of those games as well. But here it is, guys. This is the Wingbeat of Lockheed-Lao. This is the deck I've made. I haven't looked at any other streamers' decks yet with this card. Been trying to avoid it and just been trying it out myself. And I tried out a few different decks, and this is the one that's been doing me the best, giving me the best luck, guys. So this is the one that we are going with, and this is the one I am going to showcase today. But yeah, we got the seasonal Series 4 card here, the Majestic Wingbeat. It is a 1 energy skill. On reveal, give the leftmost card in your hand +2 power. If it's a 5 cost or higher, -1 cost 2. So a nice little way to cheat out some 5 cost cards and give them a little extra power. So that is the seasonal Series 4 card. And we also got the featured card of the week, Lockheed. This is Kitty Pryde's pet here. A little dragon that Kitty Pryde has on her shoulder. I believe it's Lockheed. But Lockheed is a 2/1. And at the end of turn, if you played a 1 cost card this turn, afflict an enemy card here with -2 power. So naturally, we pair her up with Kitty Pryde, since Kitty Pryde is a 1/1 here, and when this returns to your hand +1 power, and returns at the start of each turn. And see right there, look like a dragon right on her shoulder, right there, right on her arm, right there. There's a Lockheed right there. But we have the Lockheed card now in the game, so yeah, they work pretty well together. And then I decided to throw in a little bit of disruption in this deck. just to throw my opponents off a little bit. That's why we have Korg here, a nice cheap card, so we can get, you know, have a chance of getting 2 cards played a turn to you know, settle the Lao, the Zhang Lao requirement. But then, of course, Korg is 1/2, and on reveal, shuffle a rock into your opponent's deck. So we're disrupting our opponent a little bit. And we also got Master Mold, a 2/3 on reveal. Add 2 Sentinels to your opponent's hand. Again, just trying to disrupt our opponent a little bit. I've been playing a lot of decks that, you know, the destroy decks and whatnot that require having the correct cards come out. So I figured if I can disrupt that in some way, that can only help me and help this deck out. So yeah, we got Master Mold and Korg in the deck. Who else do we got? We got Chamber. This was a Series 5 card from last season. It is a 2/3 and activate, +2 power for each 5 cost or higher card you have here and in hand. Nice little card to have in a deck like this. As you can see, we have got 4 5-cost cards here because we are trying to take advantage of this Wingbeat. If it's a 5-cost card or higher, you get -1 cost to it. So we are trying to take advantage of that as well. So we got Gilgamesh here to round us out. 5/9 on reveal, +1 power for each of your other cards in play with increased power. And we get quite a bit of that as we're going through. And then, of course, we got the Season Pass card, 5/8. On reveal, give the last character you play +3 power for each turn you played 2 or more cards. And then I also got Darkhawk. Since we're disrupting our opponent, throwing rocks into their deck, I figure, why not get a little Darkhawk action happening here. And plus, with all those players out there that are playing skill cards now, I think Darkhawk benefits from that. So we got Darkhawk in here, 5/3 ongoing, +2 power for each card in your opponent's deck. We also got White Tiger, because why not? White Tiger on reveal, add a 9-power Tiger to another location. We like having her in the deck, although I don't manage to use her a whole lot in this deck. And who else do we have? Well, we got Hope Summers here to give us a little more energy. 3/4. After you play a card here, you get +1 energy next turn. That just helps out since we have all these 5-cost cards in our hand. And rounding us out here is the Silver Surfer, fantastic 4 first steps. She is the 3/5 series. She's a series with an on-reveal card. Copy its text. So, of course, we would love to like to use that with the Master Mold or Korg is usually where we wind up using that, but it can also be used in a rare occasions with White Tiger and Gilgamesh as well. So that's pretty cool, guys. That's the deck. The Wingbeat of Lockheed-Lao. It's been doing pretty good for us. Let's see how it does here in the stream. All right, let's jump on in here. Wingbeat of Lockheed-Lao is coming towards whoever my opponent is here, guys. We are gonna get started and see what we can do here, man. We are gonna see what we got going on. Let me get the untapped.gg deck trackers up for you guys too, so you can see our deck and our opponent's deck there as it's revealed. Ow! Just hit myself in the nose. I do not suggest doing that. Well, we got a Majestic Wingbeat already, and that's going to work because Shou-Lao The Undying is going to benefit from that. Yep, so my Shou-Lao has now become a 4/10. Gotta love that. In this particular deck, I like to use Shou-Lao with my Kitty Pryde here. But turn 2, we got nothing we can do here. So I'm going to end my turn there. Let me, for some reason, I don't have my cards up and running here. My untapped dot tracker. That is not what I want. Yeah. I'll figure it out after this game, maybe. Turn 3, what do we have? Lockheed, we can play Lockheed right now. I guess we might as well. It's good that Lockheed is ongoing. I think we'll play Lockheed down here to the White Hot Room. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to play Lockheed down to a location that's going to buff my opponent's cards, like Need of Valir, which gives cards +5 power, and Stark Industries, which after turn 4 split +8 power among all cards. All right, well, turn 4 here we have. We can play our Shou-Lao The Undying, although we haven't played 2 cards. Haven't been doing so well in this first game, getting those 2 cards played per turn. So maybe we'll just go with a chamber here to begin with. We'll give Shou-Lao some time to level up a bit. There's a Shadow King coming down for my opponent, and they have a Kitty Pryde of their own there. Shadow King coming out a little too late for my chamber, or a little too early for my chamber. Either Shadow King, my opponent's Shadow King came out before my chamber came out, so they were not able to get rid of that card. Turn 5. We got one more turn here. We're not doing so good with the Shou-Lao here, but he is a 410 power right now. I almost believe, let's get our chamber activated here. But I think I'm going to go ahead and play. I think we'll play. Do I want to play the White Tiger, or should I just go down with? I think we'll just bring Darkhawk down to Need of Valir. Let's see if we can pull this off. Not the ideal start in this deck. Baron Zemo coming down for my opponent. That's pulling the Hope Summers out of my deck. Our chamber is now 14 power, and our Darkhawk is a 16 power now at Need of Valir. So we do take the lead there at Stark Industries and Need of Valir. And it's the final turn here. I think we just play Shou-Lao The Undying down here to Stark Industries, and that will buff the Darkhawk even more. And we can play our Master Mold down as well. Actually, I wonder if it matters. We play like Master Mold and Shou-Lao The Undying. I don't know if Shou-Lao counts himself as a second card played. I guess we'll find out if he buffs Darkhawk a little bit here. A little bit more. Oh, except now he's... Oh, now he... Oh, I did that wrong. I wanted Shou-Lao to hit the Darkhawk. Now I'm gonna... Well, it doesn't matter anyways, because they played a Shang-Chi down. And took over Need of Valir there. So it wouldn't have mattered anyways. We do take a loss here in this first turn. Or first game, I should say. Fist bump to you, savvy. Savvy. Definitely savvy at cards. Definitely savvy at Marvel Snap. Yeah, we'll go ahead and level up our Darkhawk. Why not? We love those collection levels to get us those collection tokens.
Shiny logo.
And we love them shiny logos. Shiny logos everywhere, man. All right. Yep, we'll grab that and that. And we'll jump back into another game here. I gotta figure out why my overlay is not working for me here. Let's see here, trying to sort this out a bit. We'll see if that works. Anyways, let's update our tracker here. For those of you that don't know, we do keep ourselves honest by keeping track of our win-loss record during the stream. And my total win-loss record for the entire history of me streaming Marvel Snap. So, right now we are 0-1 in this stream. And for our total record, we went to 298 wins and 236 losses there. But let's go in here and pick up another Wingbeat. See if we can get see if we can't get beat using Wingbeat. Yeah, we had a little unfortunate first game there, so we'll see if we can get around it here. Rob is my opponent. All right, Rob. What you got for us? What you got in store for us? All right. I can play my Korg. I can play my Kitty Pryde. We'll get our Kitty Pryde going to begin with here. Kitty Pryde and Shou-Lao really work well together, by the way. If you can get a Shou-Lao down to buff a Kitty Pryde right before the last turn, then she'll come out and she's like crazy, crazy powerful. All right, let's go with Korg again and yeah, Kitty Pryde. Asteroid M's the first location after you play a 3 or 4 cost card here. Move it here. Hellfire Club, the second location. Cards that cost 1 can't be played here. And my opponent just played a collector down to the third location, Vibranium Mines. After you play here, shuffle 3 Vibranium into your deck. I guess we're going to go ahead and get our Master Mold down. And I'll just keep playing the Kitty Pryde, bouncing her back to my hand, powering her up as much as I can. Bullseye coming down for my opponent. So this is a discard deck utilizing Bullseye. Could be a little detrimental for us, but we'll see what we can do here. We'll see what we can do here. I guess we'll play our Hope Summers down here to the Vibranium Mines. Take on some Vibranium. We got our Kitty Pryde down as well. So we should be building up that Shou-Lao in our deck. So that'll be good. We've managed to play 2 cards for 2 turns already, I think. Oh, I forgot about Asteroid M pulling the Hope Summers over. That's fine. I didn't need that extra energy anyways. Why else would I have Hope Summers in my deck? For extra energy? Of course not. Alright, let's go ahead and play the Kitty Pryde down. We'll play the Wingbeat down, and we can play a Vibranium down too. Why not? Why not do that? Wingbeat, our Majestic Wingbeat, will hit our Gilgamesh, so not a bad target to hit. He is a 5 cost, so he will get the benefit of the reduced cost and the increased power, so that's pretty cool. Colleen Wing coming down for my opponent, doing some more discarding here. Proxima Midnight Blade also coming down those last couple turns. Alright. They are topped out at Asteroid M with 15 power there. We have 1 slot available. We can easily tie that. No Shou-Lao this turn, or this game. We just have to rely on our other cards here. And you know what? I think that is quite fine, because if we play... I think we just want to play Gilgamesh down. Right? Doesn't it just make sense to play Gilgamesh? If I play Kitty Pryde down here, we'll tie up. But Bullseye is going to discard all cards that cost 1 or less from your hand. Afflict that many different enemy cards. So Bullseye is going to have an effect on my 1 cost cards here. We might have lost this game, guys, but I'm going to play it out anyways. Depends on how many cards he has in his hand, I guess. Yeah, I guess we play the Gilgamesh and Kitty Pryde and the Vibranium down. Kitty Pryde and Vibranium going down to the Vibranium Mines there where their collector is. I don't know about this. Rob might have us up against the wall here. We might be losing this. Depending on how many 1-cost cards he has in his hand, that Bullseye is going to go off for him. Affecting, I got a Korg out there, I got Vibranium, and I got Kitty Pryde out there that can all be targets of the Bullseye there. It's taken them a while to end their turn, apparently. There we go. They play down to the Hellfire Club, a Modok. That's going to buff up their collector quite a bit. Yep, their collector is now at 10 power, 11 power, 12 power. 13, 14 power. I think we might have lost this. Fast forward. Yep, we lost this pretty handedly here. Rob able to get out there in front with his bullseye and the collector. I don't think the Hellfire Club really helped us out there that turns because we couldn't play one-cost cards there. But all right, well, we're getting off to a shaky start here, guys. A little bit of a shaky start, but I have confidence. I have confidence this deck has performed and will perform. It's just taking a little while to warm up there. The first game, we really didn't have any Shou-Lao action. And in this game, Shou-Lao did not show up, so what can you do, man? When you're playing a Shou-Lao deck, you kind of need Shou-Lao to kind of be in there at least. And the locations haven't really helped us out too terribly either. But let's go ahead and jump into another game here. We are 0-2 right now. But we're going to turn this around, guys. We are going to turn this around. The Wingbeat of Shou-Lao will be heard in Bob Ross's wig's ears. Bob Ross's wig. Our opponent here. What just happened? All the locations just revealed themselves. I think it was that weird cosmic, whatever that cosmic thing is. And my opponent snapped too, by the way. Well, wow, I can play my Darkhawk right now if I want. Do we want to do that? Do we want to do that? Sure, why not? That's a pretty big threat to throw out there already. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll play Korg down as well to the rocket pad. We're playing our Darkhawk down to the mosh pit, which is the third location. End of turn, give front row cards here +1 power. So, yeah, Bob Ross's wig. We are starting off with a pretty big run here. Taking him a while to figure out what he wants to play here. He plays 3 cards down, 1 to the mosh pit, 2 to the rocket pad.
Hey, I found a rook.
All right, Quinjet coming down for them at the rocket pad, followed by a Mirage. That would be funny if the Mirage got the Majestic Wingbeat. And then they throw a Green Goblin over here. Oh, Bob Ross's wig, you have stooped to playing Green Goblins. That's fine, we can deal with it. All I can play this turn is our Majestic Wingbeat. That will power up our Gilgamesh here. So that's pretty good. My opponent also only plays 1 card down to the mosh pit to join their Mirage. It is the Collector. Another discard deck, eh? Alright. Discard's the new destroy, guys. Oh. Alright, let's get Hope Summers down here to the mosh pit as well. She'll start moshing around there with Darkhawk. Victoria Hand coming down for my opponent at the second location, Project Pegasus. Chamber now coming into our hand. Do have Gilgamesh. You know what? I think I'm just going to play Gilgamesh down. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to steal the rocket pad here and get that bonus from that, since my opponent threw the Green Goblin over at us. Bob Ross's wig, man, very emotive. Bob Ross's wig is very emotive tonight. White Queen, that's a pretty cool variance of that. But it's not enough. Gilgamesh gonna get that. We're gonna suck up that rocket juice. Thank you very much. All right. We do have Shou-Lao and Henny as a +3 bonus right now. But we can get that bonus up a little bit higher here by playing Chamber and our Master Mold, which I think we shall do. You know, if they're playing Green Goblin, they probably got the other Goblin too, don't they? They probably got the other Goblin too. I wonder if I can shut them out. All right, let's play Chamber and Master Mold down here to the mosh pit. That will fill out the mosh pit for us, but Hope Summers is there for us, so we'll get a little extra energy going into this final turn. Shou-Lao will be the only card in my hand. Fist bump coming down from Bob Ross's wig. He must think he has this wrapped up somehow. Maybe he does. Maybe he does, man. He played 1 card down to the mosh pit. What's it going to be? Yep, Shou-Lao The Undying. We got one of those too. Played it on the White Queen, giving them a 9 to 14 point deficit there at the Rocket Pad. We are still winning Rocket Pad. And yeah, we can play our Silver Surfer. Oh, this is going to be good, maybe. Silver Surfer will send over the send back the Green Goblin. That'll be cool, right? That'll be a good change. Here, I'm going to snap. Hey, Bob Ross's wig, are you going to win this? Are you going to win this? He's fist bumping, man. He is fist bumping, feeling confident. There's our Silver Surfer. There's our Shou-Lao. They did pull ahead at the mosh pit. And, ooh, they might take the Project Pegasus here, guys. Bob Ross's wig looks like it did beat us, man. And that was our Gilgamesh that did us in there. All right, well, you know, Bob Ross's wig, you can't, you know, you got to be careful when you're playing against Bob Ross's wig, man. He's like, snap. Rawr. Angry wolf. Angry rocket raccoon, Bob Ross's wig. Go find Bob Ross's head and get back on it. We'll take our loss there. We'll take our loss there. Man, that was rough, man. We were having a rough stream. Rough start, man. But like I said, we're going to turn this around. We are going to turn this around for sure. I think this right here shows that Shou-Lao isn't too overpowered. Although, to be fair, my Shou-Lao hasn't really worked in these last 3 games, right? Their Shou-Lao just worked there. So, I mean, that was good. And he was pretty effective. They got a pretty effective buff off of them, so. And look at that, we're the Dragon's Disciple now. We can be the Dragon's Disciple if we so choose. But we're going to jump into another game here. Did I update this? I sure did, okay. 0-3. That's okay. We're going to make a comeback. We're going to be like Rocky. We're going to be like Rocky and make a comeback here, guys. I shouldn't be surprised. Whenever I have a deck that does well off stream, as soon as I stream it, it seems to, you know, start floundering, if you will. Samartian. Actually, it's Samaritan. Samaritan is our opponent. It's not a Samartian. Although I think a Samartian would be much more fun. We do have Master Mold in hand here for this turn 2 if we want to, but I think we'll just play our Kitty Pryde again to get her powered up. At the Mojo World. Spider Ham coming down for my opponent, as well as an Iron Fist. We are playing against a move deck here. Parker Industries, the 3rd location, +2 energy this turn, but you can only play 1 card. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? That is a bit unfortunate. Well, you know, for our 1 card, we will go ahead and play... Boy, Mindscape is our 1st location, by the way. I'm not happy about that. At the start of turn 6, swap hands. Jessica Jones coming down for my opponent at Mojo World gets bumped over to Mindscape by Iron Fist. It's kind of a weird play there, I guess. Alright, 4 energy this turn. Well, if we can... Yeah, if we can get enough power here at Mindscape, we can get another white tiger here. Let's see if we can hold it. Let's see if we can hold it. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Jessica Jones getting powered up there. So we're not quite there yet. A little more power there. A little more power in there. Let's get Chamber down. We got Mojo World. I'll play Kitty Pryde and Lockheed down there. Shou-Lao The Undying is in our hand. They just spider-hammed my Gilgamesh. Unfortunate. Marvel Boy is on their side buffing their cards, while I have Lockheed debuffing their cards. And now we've switched hands, haven't we? Fun, fun. Oh, what fun. At least we still have our Kitty Pryde in hand, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and play Spider Woman down here so we can get that trigger off of the White Tiger. I hope, anyways. We'll play our Kitty Pryde down as well. It's not going to be enough, Scott. That will not be enough. We have to play over here to Parker Industries. We have to abandon Mojo World and hope we can do something at Parker's Industries. Oh, there's their Shou-Lao The Undying that they got from me. Good thing that was in Mojo World. I think we pulled this one off, guys, because we are going to get another tiger. We didn't get a tiger. Oh, my Silver Surfer copied our Spider Woman. So we got another bit of negative debuffing happening there. So we did pull this one off. Sorry, Samaritan. Good game, though. Hope you enjoyed my Shou-Lao The Undying. Oh, man. Shou-Lao The Undying. I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. I think I'm saying that right. I played enough Romance of the Three Kingdoms in my day and read the pronunciation guide so much back in the day on the old Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Oh yeah, man, that was one of my go-to games, guys. Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Haven't played it on PC. I know there is versions available on PC, but I have not played it. But man, I played the crap out of that game on SNES and Nintendo. Oh yeah, back in the days, man. Back in the days. But back in this day, we are still listening for the Wingbeat of Lockheed-Lao, which got us our first win finally of this stream. We're now 1 win and 3 losses total for this stream, bringing us to a grand total of 299 wins and 238 losses for our total in live streams, guys. All right, turn 1 here. We're playing against Ethical Sin, so that's a little bit of a bummer. We do have our Majestic Wingbeat and Mojo World popping up for us as our first location. My Majestic Wingbeat is going to hit our Shou-Lao The Undying. I will get that name right. Mark my word, I shall get that name right. Turn 2. Well, we got our Kitty Pryde in hand, and Mirror Island is the second location, so she can benefit from that a little bit. Always love when Mirror Island shows up. Colleen Wing coming down for my opponent, so another discard deck. Discard out in force tonight, guys. Zinla, the third location, add a 3-cost card from your deck here. We got a Silver Surfer, and their Gambit came down to take out my Kitty Pryde. That was rude. That was quite rude. I do not appreciate that one bit. All right, well, we'll throw Hope Summers down here to Mirror Island. She'll take Kitty Pryde's place there. Morbius coming down for my opponent there, and Blade. Discarding the Scorn, buffing their Morbius. Giving them a 20-5 lead at Mirror Island. 1 spot open for them, 3 spots open for us. Turn 4, we could play our Shou-Lao now, but he's not really, he's not even got a bonus yet, so not really worth playing him quite yet. Do we abandon Mirror Island and just try to go for Mojo World? That might be the better option here, to be honest. We do miss out on the energy that Hope Summers will give us. Or can we take this back? I mean, they're going to be discarding more cards. I think it's just safer to go to Mojo World. Yep. I think we're just going to send Lockheed and Chamber over to Mojo World there for this turn 4. Shou-Lao The Undying is in hand with a +3 bonus on board. Not much to play from my hand. I got Shou-Lao, Darkhawk, and Master Mold. Darkhawk's only a 9 right now. I guess we activate our Chamber. I think we'll just play Darkhawk down to Mojo World. And then plan on playing Shou-Lao. and Master Mold, I think. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. Oh, they are just packing right into Mirror Island there. They got the collector now there, so they are... You Ethical Sin, you have that place. No challenge from me here. No challenge indeed. I think what we want to do... I think we'll play Master Mold down here to Zinla. Now here's the question. Do I play Shou-Lao The Undying down here to make sure I keep Mojo World? Do we think they can play 3 cards down here to take Mojo World? Or should I play Shou-Lao over here at Zinla? This will be 8. I think we play Shou-Lao over here at Zinla and hope that they can't get 3 cards to Mojo World. Okay, they played their card down to Zinla. 1 card. Alright, what's it gonna be? Discard. It is Modok. Okay. Weapon H. Getting discarded. Apocalypse getting discarded. Sentinel getting discarded. Another Sentinel getting discarded. Well, that's not going to help them win anything here. Right? I mean, they took commanding lead of Mirror Island. But they were not able to hold on to anything else. Ethical Sin, I'm sorry, sir. You have been beaten. Sir or ma'am, we will collect our rewards. Thank you very much. And another victory. The Wingbeat grows louder, guys. Our Wingbeat of Shou-Lao grows even louder. Can you hear it? Can you hear it up there in the sky? Can you hear it storming towards you? The Wingbeat of Shou-Lao. What are we doing? What am I doing here? I don't know. I'm playing some Snap. I am playing Snap. Hopefully entertaining you guys. If I am entertaining you guys, please be sure to like, subscribe. All that jazz. Really help us out. It's all the algorithm cares about, they say. Like and subscribe. All right. Where are we at? Nina Valier is our first location. Cards here have +5 power. Turn 1, I got nothing to do. Nothing in my hand. We are playing against Obsession 10. It's the 10th Obsession. The 10th Obsession. What is the 10th Obsession? What do you guys think the 10th Obsession is? I guess we'll find out. Is it discard? Is it destroy? What's the 10th Obsession? Well, I'll tell you what it's not. It's not Master Mold, which is what we're going to play down here to Nita Valier. Whatever the 10th Obsession is, we're going to give them some Sentinels to sit in their hand. Yeah, there we go. Titan! The 3rd location, Titan. 6 cost cards. Cost 1 less. Well, I guess I kind of just want to play my Silver Surfer First Steps down here to get some more Sentinels into my opponent's hand there. We'll stop the obsession before it can happen. It's an intervention here, my friend. We are stopping your obsession. Sentinel and Nico Minoru coming down for them. Their hand is now full. So whatever the obsession is, they are not going to get too far with it. I'm going to play Hope Summers and Kitty Pryde down here to Titan. We'll challenge them there. Shou-Lao The Undying is in hand. This is pretty good. Still waiting to see what the obsession is. What's the 10th obsession? Obsession 10. The obsession is waiting until the very last minute to play their cards. No, that's not the obsession. They play 2 cards down. They play one of the Sentinels down to Nita Valier. Getting a little buff from their Nico Minoru. They play another Sentinel down. So they played out all the Sentinels I gave them. They have played out all the Sentinels that I gave them. I think We'll play Kitty Pryde down here. And Shou-Lao to buff our Kitty Pryde. One of my favorite things to do with this deck. I'm going to go ahead and snap, too. Maybe we can scare them away. Maybe we can scare them away. Or maybe they're going to play a Galactus down to Orcus Forge. And ruin everything. Now they play an Essen down to the Orcus Forge. And Essen brings down a Sentinel from their hand. They're probably really hating the Sentinels right now. We have 8 energy here in this last turn. So that's pretty cool. I think we'll play our Kitty Pryde down here to Titan. We'll play Darkhawk down to Nidavellir. And we got 2 energy left. I wonder where I'm going to need the most help at here. We're going to be at 21 at Titan. We're going to be at 27 to 18 at Nidavellir. I think Nidavellir is going to need the most help, so we'll throw Chamber down there. Hope for the best. 10th Obsession. Our Sentinels might have clogged up that whole Obsession. So our Master Mold might have done what it was supposed to do here. All that they played from their deck is an Essen and a Nico Minoru. But they could still win this. They could still win this. They're taking a while. I still think their Obsession is just waiting to the last minute to play their cards out. Maybe that's the 10th Obsession we never knew about. That could be it. Oh, 3 cards coming down for them. Another Sentinel to Orcus Forge, giving them a 19-0 lead there. And then a Sentinel coming down on Nidavellir. And then another Sentinel going down. A whole bunch of Sentinels. Sentinels of the multiverse right here in Marvel Snap. Not going to be enough. No, not going to be enough. And then Essen's going to pull down on a Sentinel as well. Oh, so many Sentinels. I'm so sorry, Obsession. I am so sorry. Fist bump to you, sir. Hopefully you'll have better luck with your Obsession going forward. And hopefully you won't become obsessed with Sentinels. Sentinels all over the board there. There we go, guys. Now we're coming back. 3 wins, 3 losses. Like I said, just like Rocky, man. Just like Rocky. 301 wins and 238 losses total for all the live streaming of Marvel Snap I have done on this channel. Well, there we go. We do try to live stream at least once a game of Marvel Snap during the week. I do have a regular job, though, so I can't stay around and make content like other content creators out there. So I try to fit it in when I can. And usually I do the live streams on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Not really a set time because my schedule kind of jumps all over the place on the weekend a little bit there. So I don't have like a set schedule, unfortunately. So I just try to sneak in when I can for an hour and a half and try to stream then. Eternity Range, the first location in this game. After turn 3, add a rock to the losing player's side. And then the Space Throne is the second location. Not good for us. Only 1 card can be here for each player. All right, we're going to go ahead and play a Master Mold down here to Eternity Range. We had so much luck with Sentinels in the last game. We'll try to have the same amount of luck with Sentinels in this game. Although my opponent, Hyperion, is probably not obsessed with the 10th Obsession, like my last opponent. Turn 3, what do we have? Well, we can play... Let's just play Hope Summers and a Chimichanga down there. That does qualify for 2 cards for Shou-Lao The Undying, which is in our hand. And somebody gets a Chimichanga. Master Mold, in this case, gets the Chimichanga. Very nice. Very nice for Master Mold. All right, turn 5. or turn 4, I have 5 energy here, thanks to the Hope Summers Chimichunga play. We can get our Darkhawk down. That might not be a bad idea. Or we can do a Majestic Wingbeat. We could do that. Let's do the Majestic Wingbeat into Lockheed and Korg at the taco truck. We'll start making a play at the taco truck here. I'm hoping to drop my Darkhawk down at the Space Throne. That is my hope. And hope that he can hold Space Throne from whatever my opponent has here. Oh, there's a symbiote Spider-Man for us. Well, that could be a Galactus coming down to the taco truck here. That could definitely be a Galactus coming down to the taco truck. So in that case, I think we'll play our Darkhawk down here to the taco truck, hoping they play a Galactus down here. Oh my god, my opponent retreated.
Victory.
They must have not liked what they saw. I wonder if they were going to play Galactus there. I don't know. We'll never know, I guess. We get the victory, though. That we do know. All right. Update the tracker here. 4 wins now, guys. Not too shabby. 4 wins, 3 losses this stream. We're doing pretty good. Had a little bit of a rough start, man, but we're coming back now. We are coming back now. Gotta love that, for sure. Let me drink some nice refreshing water. Some agua, if you will. Drinking a little agua. All right, who are you up against now? I can't even say that name. Oikero. 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 Is that Irish? Oikero. Ho ho, Oikero. All right, well, turn 1, we got our Majestic Wingbeat. I guess we can just throw that out there right now. It is going to hit our Shou-Lao The Undying, so that's pretty good. White Palace, the first location. My opponent plays an American Chavez down there. Spider Island, the second location. After you play a card here, move it. Not a fan of that location, I gotta say. Well, we had a surge from the White Palace location. That was the highest card in my opponent's hand, a surge. You know, we'll play it. Why not? Well, you know what? No, let's play our Master Mold down here into the White Palace. Our Master Mold will be going up against their American Chavez and their surge. We do tie it up there, 3-3. My opponent has 2 slots open. We have 3 slots open there at the White Palace. And the third location is the Throne Room. The highest power card here. Have their power doubled. We got 3 energy and only 2 cards I can play from my hand. Hope, Summers, and Surge. I feel like I should start getting the Surge rolling here. However, if we get the Hope Summers down, we're going to be getting energy from that, so maybe we'll play her down to the Throne Room. We're not really pumping up our Shou-Lao yet, since we've only been able to play 1 card per turn, so that's a bit unfortunate. Maximus coming down for my opponent, giving us 2 more cards, okay. More options, that's good. They do take the Throne Room, 12-4 now. All right, well, let's play Korg down. We'll play Lockheed. Do we want to play Lockheed? No, maybe we should play our Silver Surfer first step so we can get another rock into my opponent's deck there. Wong coming down for my opponent. Always worried when you see a Wong come down. What is this Wong? Is this they They don't have 3-cost cards being played. Could be like a Black Panther. Arnim Zola. Well, we got Darkhawk. Guess we'll play our Darkhawk down. Let's do this a little differently. Let's play Lockheed down and then Darkhawk. Guess we're probably gonna use Shou-Lao this next turn. It'd be better to buff the Darkhawk than. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Would have been the same amount of power either way. All right, 6 energy in this final turn. They played a Gore down, giving them a 13 points there at the White Palace to our 15.
Opponent snapped.
They're snapping. They're feeling pretty confident. They are feeling pretty confident here. Well, Shou-Lao gets a +6. I think I try to play Chamber down and then Shou-Lao to buff the Chamber. And hope that's going to be enough. I don't know if it is. They got a Gore there. Gore's got an unreveal from Shou-Lao. So they're going to get 2 more power there. 15 to 18, but they can play a card there. I don't know. We'll see. Forge coming down in that long location, powering up their cable. They might have taken White Palace now. And then Ironheart also coming down in that long location. So they definitely took the White Palace there, I believe.
Hey man, I'm Korg.
Coming down to a tiebreaker. I think they have enough to beat me here, though.
Victory.
No, I guess we pulled it off. Yeah, they had 57 and we had 60. So, wow, it was a close game. Close game there. Good game, sir. Good game. Yeah, it's a close game, man. We pulled it off. 4 cubes in our pocket. Heck yeah. And another victory on the board. How's about that? Let's update the tracker here. 5 wins, 3 losses now total for this stream. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. We did finish an Alliance bounty as well. By the way, if you're looking for an Alliance, the TPS of Prime Sanctum is looking for you. That's right. If you're playing Marvel Snap and you're not in an Alliance yet, you might as well get in one. There's no, like, you know, there's no, like, pressure or anything to be in. I mean, basically, if you're not in an Alliance, you're just missing out on free stuff. So, you should be in an Alliance. And if you're looking for an Alliance, search for the Prime Sanctum and join us here because we would love to have you. We are a small Alliance still, and we would love to have more people join our Alliance here. Help us complete some bounties, get some free stuff. It's all good in the hood, and jump back into another game here. The Prime Sanctum. It's the Sanctum for you. I don't know. We got to workshop the recruitment pitch a little bit there. All right, on our next game here, Asgard is the first location. After turn 4, whoever's winning here draws 2 cards. Well, we can get our Majestic Wingbeat down. That's been coming down pretty solid for us in this live stream. We've been getting a lot of the Majestic Wingbeat. This time it'll hit our Gilgamesh, which is another fine target to hit. Elko 007. Elko 007 is our opponent at this game. And Xandar is the second location. Cards here have +1 power. No cards played by my opponent yet. I guess play our Korg down here, load them up with some rocks. Well, at least 1 rock. 1 rock to start. Again, Korg in the deck just to give us a little bit of disruption. Not too much, but maybe enough to disrupt my opponent's decks a little bit. We hope.
Hey, you found a rook.
I found a rock, I sent it over to you. Hope you enjoyed that rock. Elysium, the third location cards cost 1 less. Okay, we'll take that all day, every day. We'll play our Hope Summers down and our Lockheed down to Xandar. Cards here have +1 power, so we're going to get some extra energy off of that as well. Feeling pretty good about this game right now. We'll see what my opponent plays here. Finally gets a card down to Xandar. Dracula. All right, so we're playing a discard deck here. We are playing a discard deck. Okay. Well, you know what? Shou-Lao was ready to come out as well, but he's only at +3 power, so maybe we'll just play our Gilgamesh and our Chamber here. Do I want to go up against the Dracula? That's what I need to know. If we do, we need to play our Gilgamesh down there, right? Yep, we need to play our Gilgamesh. Then I play Chamber down to Asgard. We'll see if we can get these 2 card draws. We could definitely use that as well. My opponent does play their 2 cards there, though. Zombie Power Man and Lady Sif getting rid of a Weapon H. 414 Weapon H in their hand. Oh, that's scary. That is definitely scary. I am feeling less confident about this game now. I gotta tell ya. It's the final turn. Well, the 5th turn, I should say. I got 14 power coming down here from Weapon H, plus whatever Dracula gets. We have a pretty good lead on Xandar. I guess we play Kitty Pryde and our Shou-Lao down? Yeah, I think so. I don't even have anything for Chamber to buff off of, as my hand is currently empty. But this will give Kitty Pryde a little bit of a boost. Then I guess we're hoping for, I don't know, maybe White Tiger's our best bet going into this last turn. Yeah, there, my Kitty Pryde getting buffed up by Shou-Lao to a 10 power. Just like that. Blade coming down for my opponent there at Asgard. We do have the victory currently. Not anymore, though. Zombie Power Man eating another card. We got to get 12 points into Asgard. Boy, I think my best bet here is to play the Elysium. They still have a Weapon H in hand, which is 14 power. So my Kitty Pryde Silver Surfer First Steps can beat that, because we're at 16 power.
Opponent snapped.
I think we have to do this. I think we have to play off to Elysium here. I don't know if this is going to work. It all depends on what that Dracula turns into, but we have a 21-point lead there. However, if they play their Weapon H down there, then we would lose that as well. Alright, maybe I'll play my Silver Surfer down to Xandar. Well, they got 3 cards down. Did we make the right choice? Hela comes down to Elysium, pulling a Corvus Grave, tying up Elysium. That's not great. They are taking Asgard. So it is going to come down to this final location, Xandar.
I am Apocalypse.
I think we win this tiebreaker. Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, maybe not anymore. 48, 59 to... Let's see, 24. We have 55. Oh, 59 to 50. What a game, man. What a game. Good game there. Good game. I don't know if I could have played that any differently than I did to try to win that there, but I think we were destined to lose that one, unfortunately. But that's okay. You win some, you lose some. In my case, you lose a lot. You win some, you lose a lot. That's how it happens for me anyways. I don't know about you guys out there, but for me, that's how it happens. All right, well, we're 5 wins, 4 losses, still ahead here in our win-loss record for this stream. Would we like to be more ahead? Of course we would. But we take what we can get. We take what we can get. All right, turn 1. I have nothing to play here. Onslaught Citadel, the first location. Ongoing effects here are doubled. I don't even really have any ongoing effects that can benefit from that. Except my Darkhawk. I guess Darkhawk can benefit from that, so. Superflow, the second location. If you have no cards here, +1 energy each turn. That's good for us. Guess I'll get my Hope. Excuse me, my Hope Summer's down here. And I'll play Hope Summer's down to Onslaught Citadel. Why not? My opponent plays down a mysterious third location. They got a Lady Sif. How many discard decks have we played against tonight, guys? It's insane. Just discard after discard here. The Bifrost, the third location after turn 4. Move all cards 1 location to the right. Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. But I think we'll just play Korg down here to Onslaught Citadel. That'll get a rock into my opponent's deck. And that brings our Lockheed down to start working on the Lady Sif and the Swarm that my opponent just played here at the Bifrost. Hits the Lady Sif to begin with. Lockheed. 2-1, end of turn. If you played a 1-cost card this turn, afflict an enemy card here with -2 power. So that's why we got our Kitty Pryde Lockheed combo in here, although Kitty Pryde has not showed up in this game. But we're sitting at 6 energy on the 4th turn. That is something I dig. I think we'll just play our Dark... No, we need to wait until the Bifrost moves, and then we can play our Darkhawk down. So... I think I'll just play Silver Surfer down here. We'll get another rock into my opponent's hand. We are floating 3 energy here. But I think that's what I got to do. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Because then, as soon as the Bifrost hits, that'll open up Onslaught Citadel for Darkhawk to go down. I got Gilgamesh in hand, but no cards are buffed currently. So he's not super great at the moment.
Hey man, I'm cool.
There we go. Silver Surfer taking up my Korg and throwing another rock into my opponent's hand. Her deck, I should say. Which is going to help out our Darkhawk. I think we'll wait on the Darkhawk. Darkhawk will be the big surprise. For now... You know what? I don't think Darkhawk can be the big surprise. I think we'll play Darkhawk down here to be the shock value. Shock value for my opponent. They do play something down there to the Onslaught Citadel. It is Modok. Khonshu getting discarded. As well as the Apocalypse, now at 16 power. No Dracula on board yet. There's a Scorn, which is going to buff the Lady Sif, and then a Colleen Wing. Got discarded from their hand, bringing us to the final turn here with 6 energy. We're leading the Superflow 11-0, and Onslaught Citadel's 23-7. I can only play one of these cards from my hand. Do we need... I think I just play Shou-Lao here. It'll buff the Darkhawk again. I guess if they have a Shang-Chi, that'll be disappointing. But I think that's all we can do. Hopefully we got the victory here. My opponent does play 2 cards down to the... Oh yeah, they're playing their big cards. Apocalypse. Oh, did they win by... Oh, they won. They won the Superflow by 1 point. Oh, so disappointing. Oh, the big Apocalypse coming down. 16 power. Discard decks, you rarely see the actual Apocalypse come down. You actually see like a Dracula or something take on Apocalypse, but you don't need them. You don't need them, really. If you got regular, just old Apocalypse in your hand. Man, what a bummer. What a bummer, but that was a good game, though, so that is fine. We'll take our lumps as we get them. Oh, man, 5 wins, 5 losses. This is a perfectly 50% win rate deck at the moment. But I think we're going to come out on top here, guys. I think we're going to come out here on top. We are definitely going to have more wins than losses by the end of the stream with this deck. Let's get our missions out of the way. Yeah, there we go. 5 wins, 5 losses now. And yeah, let's jump into another game here. Let's see what we can do here, guys. See what we can do. All right, here we are. Turn 1. Well, let's get our Kitty Pryde going. Had lots of options to play there in turn 1 this time. It was Kitty Pryde, Korg, or Majestic Wingbeat. Majestic Wingbeat's not going to really do much right now. Squirrel Girl coming down for my opponent. Westview, the first location, turns into a new location on turn 4, and then the Mosh Pit just showed up as our second location. End of turn. Give front row cards here. +1 power. All right. And now we can start the grinding here of the 2 cards per turn to buff up our Shou-Lao The Undying. And Kitty Pryde will be getting buffed up as well. We threw her into the Mosh Pit, so she can get a little bit extra bonus there. Shocker coming down for my opponent, so they are going to be playing a Patriot here, which means they'll probably end with a Ultron. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay, although we're not going to get 2 cards down this turn unless I... You know what? I'm going to do it. For the power of Shou-Lao, I'm going to play my Majestic Wingbeat down. I do not have a 5-cost card in my left spot here, so it's going to be Hope Summers that's going to get this buff. But at least the 2 cards will go down to satisfy Shou-Lao The Undying. Yep. Now Hope Summers is 3/6, which isn't too shabby. That's above stat lines for 3 costs. My opponent snapped here. I don't blame them. If they're playing a Patriot deck, they're probably in pretty good shape at this moment in time. Let's play our Hope Summers to the Mosh Pit and our Kitty Pryde also down in the Mosh Pit. That'll give us a little extra energy going into turn 5. Darkhawk, White Tiger, and Lockheed in my hand. Don't even have our Shou-Lao yet. There's a Mr. Sinister coming down for my opponent there at the Mosh Pit. Okay. So those are also going to get buffed by the Patriot. They get the Patriot out. Okay. Well, we'll play Mosh Pit down here and You know what? We'll just play Darkhawk down in the mosh pit as well. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We're just going all in on the mosh pit here. But Atlantis is the third location, and if you only have one card here, it has +5 power. My opponent has 2 cards down there with 5 power. I have not played a card down there yet. So I'm thinking Kitty Pryde might wind up there, especially if we get a Shou-Lao. But what do we draw? We draw a Shou-Lao. All right, right on time. And we can play Lockheed, which is even better. All right, cool. So let's play our Kitty Pryde down to Atlantis, Shou-Lao her, and then we'll Lockheed the mosh pit here. We are leaving the sewer system alone. I would snap here, but I'd probably scare them off. You know what? Let's do it. Let's see. I might scare them off. I might scare them off. Maybe Tim will. Maybe my opponent Tim will stay. I guess they're staying. Hopefully I didn't mess this up. There's the Patriot. There's a Mystique also buffing the Patriot. Oh, is that going to push him over at the mosh pit? Or, no, I think we're going to have enough. We are definitely going to have enough, right? Oh, yeah. Easily. Easily with a Shou-Lao buffing my Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde, a 30 power Kitty Pryde from the Shou-Lao there.
Victory.
Plus, it's also got the +5 power from Atlantis. So we did pull off a pretty good one there. I like that. Fist bump to you, sir. 8 cubes in our pocket, pushing us up to rank 75. Vibranium. Floating around the Vibranium here. That is what we do. Vibranium and Omega. So what are you guys looking forward to coming up here? The next few cards coming out. I actually don't know anything about the next few cards coming out. I did see that the what is it? Dragon Lord is in high voltage overdrive right now. Who is this guy in here? Who is this? Dragon Master? Oh, Dragon Lord. Yeah, Dragon Lord's a 5/5 on reveal. Put a card from your hand here. That's a pretty cool card. That's a pretty cool card. I'm gonna have to grind through some high voltage to get that, I guess. But yeah, that's a pretty good card. That's like a upgraded Jubilee, isn't it? That is an upgraded Jubilee. All right, we have updated the tracker here. Jump into another game. Let's try to get this win column a little bit more ahead of that loss column. And a rough start in this stream with this deck. And it's pulled ahead a bit. But those losses keep kind of sneaking in there. Let's get our Kitty Pryde going again. Hey, we got the Feast as our first location. After you play a card here, all players get +1 energy next turn. I love that. I'll take all the energy I can get. If I get my Hope Summers down, we'll have even more energy. There we go. Cupcake for my opponent. Chicken leg for me. +1 energy for each of us. And we do have Majestic Wingbeat that we could play on the White Tiger. Not a bad target, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll play our Kitty Pryde down here. We are floating 1 energy, but I think we're okay. Athena coming down for my opponent, so they could be playing a Shou-Lao deck as well. Yeah, Athena is the whole thing about playing 2 cards. I did not include Athena in this deck. I never seem to be able to use Athena very well. I didn't include Angela either, which might also be a good inclusion to this deck. I tell you what has been working that I have seen work is Shou-Lao and the Scarlet Spider. That is crazy. That is crazy. I was looking at trying to maybe work the Scarlet Spider into this, but I think I like what I have going on here already. Alright, well, let's play our Kitty Pryde down again. If we can get a White Tiger into the Death's Domain, a Spirit Tiger, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try to do that, shall we? Or maybe I wait. Maybe since we have 5 energy, it might be worthwhile. Let's just get a Darkhawk down here to Utopia. Throw my opponent off a little bit. Marvel Boy coming down for my opponent, and a Black Cat. Okay. Okay. Dude, it might be too early, but I think we have this, so I'm going to snap. I will snap here. Alright, so now we can maybe play our White Tiger. Let's get our Kitty Pryde down to the feast. I'll play Lockheed down to the feast as well. And then, dang, we didn't get our White Tiger out. Didn't we want to try to get our White Tiger out? I guess I can't do that if I play Lockheed, huh? Yeah, maybe we just play our White Tiger right now. See if we can land that Spirit Tiger in Death's Domain. There's Prodigy coming in behind Athena. Okay. Fantastic card to get +2 bonuses to end of turn. Give your end of turn cards here +2 power. Yeah. So there you're gonna have tons of power here at the feast. My Tiger Spirit went over to Utopia. Not ideal. Not ideal in the least. But I think it's time to spring our Kitty Pryde Shou-Lao The Undying here. So let's play Master Mold, Kitty Pryde, and then Shou-Lao The Undying to buff my Kitty Pryde. Shou-Lao is going to give a +12 bonus to my Kitty Pryde, making her pretty big going into this final turn. There's their fantastic card going off. All their cards getting buffed there. They have a Shou-Lao there. I knew they'd have a Shou-Lao with Athena in their deck. It buffed up their Invisible Woman. They have a commanding lead at Utopia, 39-20. No, not really a commanding lead necessarily. But a pretty good lead. Lots of energy for us to use this final turn. Kitty Pryde at 18. So in order to take Utopia, if I add 22 power there, that's only going to be 40. They took a crazy lead there at both these locations, actually. If I play Kitty Pryde down here, that's 32-35. I can't win. I cannot win. We have to retreat. I don't have the numbers, man. I do not have the numbers. We're going to retreat. Unfortunately, good game on them. That, fortunately, that on the stinking Death's Domain location screwed us over here. After you play a card here, destroy it. So it kind of cut out a location for us. So. But you saw the power of Shou-Lao The Undying right there. He buffed up. He gave +12 power to the Invisible Woman. And then this player was playing Athena, which requires 2 cards to be played each turn. And then Prodigy right behind that. So, you know, getting more buffs from that. And, of course, they had the end of turn and the... yeah, just that was a good deck. The Fist... that was a good deck. Took us out, man. It took us out, but we did preserve our pride a little bit. we let our pride go a little bit and retreated from that, so we wouldn't lose as many cubes. You can't get to diamond. You can't get to infinite if you don't play smart. You know, if you don't snap correctly. You know you're gonna lose. It makes no sense in the regular game mode to to continue playing, because you're gonna lose cubes unless you think there might be a chance that you might win. And in that last game, I did not think there wasn't a chance we could win, not with the cards that we had in our hands. So we did Listen to Kenny Rogers in Knew When to Fold 'Em, Know When to Hold 'Em, and made like the gambler or whatever and moved on. What am I talking about? Can you imagine somebody tuning into this? If you're just tuning in right now and you heard that gambling reference, let me know if it's kind of weird. I probably just dated myself, didn't I? That's fine. VP is not a young man. VP is not a young man anymore. All right, we're playing from Eden this last game. I don't know if this is my last game. Probably second to last game here. Washington, D.C., the first location cards here with no abilities have +3 power. Let's get our Kitty Pryde going. We do have Majestic Wingbeat in hand. Nothing to really hit it with right now. We have Chamber as well. 2-cost Chamber. And then Darkhawk is sitting in our hand. And we just drew a White Tiger, so Sauron coming down for my opponent there. 1/2 on reveal, and remove the abilities from all ongoing cards in your deck. So some kind of Star Brand stuff happening here, probably. Well, do we waste the Majestic Wingbeat just to get a Shou-Lao bonus? I don't think so. I'm just going to play my Kitty Pryde down there. We'll try to get our Chamber. We'll try to get our Chamber out this turn with our Kitty Pryde. Yeah, Chamber's actually a good card to be coming out right now, because almost all of my 5-cost cards are in hand, so that's the biggest buff he's going to get. All we need is our Shou-Lao The Undying to come into our hand. Nightmare coming down over my opponent. Okay, interesting. Don't see much Nightmare play. I had so much fun with Nightmare when it first came out. I need to get back to Nightmare. Give him another try here. All right, Kitty Pryde. We'll play again. We'll get that Majestic Wingbeat going. And play Korg down here to Onslaught's Citadel. We'll start throwing a rock into From Eden's hand. Majestic Wingbeat coming down for us, hitting our Darkhawk, making it a 4. Currently 15 power now. Korg throwing a rock over there. Typhoid Mary coming down for my opponent at Washington, D.C., giving them a 12-3 lead there currently after my Kitty Pryde left the place. Kitty Pryde is now 5 power in my hand now. Now we can play our Darkhawk. Now we can play the Darkhawk. We are losing a buff on Chamber. I think we'll activate Chamber right now too. And then we'll play our Darkhawk down to Onslaught Citadel, so it gets that double bonus for being an ongoing card. Ooh, Enchantress coming down for my opponent there. Thankfully, they came down before my Darkhawk went out. So 31-9 lead for us at Onslaught Citadel. We are losing Washington, D.C. 12-7 here in the final turn. Shou-Lao did come into my hand. My opponent retreated.
Victory.
They have had enough. The 25-power Darkhawk was too much for them. What's sad is they had the Enchantress right there. If they didn't have priority there, they would have been able to knock out my Darkhawk. But unfortunately, they had priority. And fortunately for us, we get a victory from that after they retreat. So, heck yeah, I will take it. Update the tracker over here. All right, 7 wins, 6 losses. All right, this is it, guys. The last game, I think, of the stream here. Let's see if we can get an 8-6 record, or if the deck is doomed to land at the straight 50% range, 50% win rate. Here we go. Let's see the final game, the Wingbeat of Lockheed-Lao. The final flight. That's not going to be the final flight. I'm going to keep playing this deck. I am going to keep playing this deck. Although it looks like I'm going to have to jump into some high voltage to try to get that Dragon Lord card. Well, only thing to play here is our Majestic Wingbeat, so I guess we'll do that. It will hit the Shou-Lao The Undying, so that's pretty cool. Shou-Lao The Undying, 410 in my hand now. X23, hey, it's a destroy deck. Wouldn't it be nice to just destroy a destroy deck here in the last game? That would make my night, guys. That would really make my night. All right, here we go. We got Korg. Korg in hand. I guess we'll play Korg down here to the second location. Dream Dimension on turn 5. Cards cost 1 more. Throw a rock into my opponent's hand there. I guess into their deck. Hopefully it'll slow down their destroy engine. Reed's Lab, the third location, +1 energy each turn if your side here is full. Well, I'll tell you what, we're not really helping out our Shou-Lao a lot here because we're only playing 1 card per turn. But I think I'll play Chamber down here to Reed's Lab. Anybody else fill up Reed's Lab? I never seem to fill up Reed's Lab to get that +1 energy.
Enough said.
Maybe if it was more than +1 energy, it would be worth trying to fill up, but I just never seem to go for it. My opponent snapped. They're feeling happy in their little destroy world. All right. You should be feeling happy because my cards are not working out the way they're supposed to be right now. Go ahead and activate our chamber. Play our Hope Summers down here to Reed's Lab. 2 cards coming down for my opponent. Yeah, a Deadpool and a Venom. Classic destroy here.
Enough said, bub.
What a game!
I don't think we're going to win this. I do not think we're going to win this. Shou-Lao has not gotten anything to help him buff up. He's just 10 power to us right now, which isn't insignificant, but they got a 24 power Venom on board. Yeah, they're just going to Arnim Zolo then, aren't they? Yeah, this is... Nope, we're retreating. Yep. No win to hold them. No win to fold them, guys. We are not going to get beat by a dumb destroy deck. No siree, we are escaping. Alright, well, we will count that as a loss, though. The destroy deck did beat us. But we did not get beat by it, you see? There we go. VP, I think you're just trying to reason it out all crazy like. You got beat by a destroy deck. Face it. Alright, fine. Fine, I did. But I got out of there before I lost all my cubes. Alright, we're going to play one more game. We're going to play one more game. That one didn't go quite so well. That one didn't go quite so well. We are tied up 7 wins, 7 losses. We got to get a win streak. A positive win streak here. Or win streak? A positive win record here. New York, the first location on turn 6. You can move cards to this location. We got Kitty Pryde in hand. We'll play her down on the mysterious second location. Giggle Squeaks is my opponent. They also play a Kitty Pryde down. Might be some sort of a mirror match here. But we'll see. Maria Hill coming down from the Daily Bugle for us. It actually works out pretty well for us, as it's a 1-cost card. Majestic Wingbeat is in hand. Let's go ahead and play the Maria Hill down here to the Daily Bugle. See what she gives us. Yep, they got a Maria Hill. So far, a bit of a mirror match. USA Agent. US Agent, huh? 2, 3 ongoing, 4, 5, and 6 cost cards have -3 power. Okay. Okay. Well, Majestic Wingbeat still not going to help us out here. So we'll play our Daily Bugle, and let's get a Master Mold in here. Let's start disrupting them. Let's start disrupting them. Actually, you know what? Let me undo this. I'm going to try to get a rock to my opponent's side. 6 power be enough? Yeah, I guess it will. Eternity Range. They did not play any cards there. They played their Hope Summers. They are playing a... They're copying. This is playing a deck. This is a mirror match, man. Except I don't have U.S. Agent in here. Or Maria Hill. Alright. Kitty Pryde. So they are probably playing a Shou-Lao deck here. And, let's do this the other way. Let's put Hope Summers, Kitty Pryde down. They got a Hope Summers for me? Oh, man. That is insane. They're going to be so much energy on their side. They now have 2 Hope Summers there in New York. Every time they play Kitty Pryde there, they're going to have so much energy. It's insane. Probably not good for us, honestly. Excuse me. Well... Let's get our Darkhawk down here in our Kitty Pryde. Nick Fury coming down for them at Eternity Range, and then Kitty Pryde and Nightmare, okay, coming down there at New York where the 2 Hope Summers are hanging out, energizing the whole city. Here's the thing, man. They only have 13 power in New York. Unless they can buff it somehow. And my Darkhawk is already a 13 power. So would it make sense to just move my cards over here and try to get the Daily Bugle? I think that might make sense. I think that might make sense. And then Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh not too huge here. And then a Majestic Wingbeat, 16. Why did their Kitty Pryde stay here? Shouldn't their Kitty Pryde went back to their hand? Oh, is it not a Kitty Pryde? When this returns to your hand, +1 power. Yeah, why did that stay? That was weird. I don't know why that didn't stay. We have completely abandoned Eternity Range. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to win this. Surprised their Kitty Pryde should have returned to their hand, though. I don't understand that. Let's see what happens. Alright, Hope Summer's coming down. Gilgamesh getting the buff there. 3 cards coming down on my opponent. 2 at the Daily Bugle. Eternity Range, they play Silk. Oh, an Infinite. Oh, I think that's going to do it for him, man. Yeah, 20 power. Man, that 20 power Infinite coming down there. Did they not play a card last turn? Oh, wait, you know what? Oh, the Infinite was actually a Dr. Doom thanks to the Nightmare. Wow. Well, Giggle Squeaks. Good game, sir. Or ma'am. Got my butt kicked. Got my butt kicked, man. Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate, but that is going to be the end of the stream for us here. 7 and 8. Whoops. Let me update the tracker here. Unfortunate that we came out with a losing record in this particular stream. But there you go. Hopefully you got to see a little bit of the power, even though I didn't come out ahead here. Hopefully you got to see the power of the new Season Pass card. It'll probably get nerfed. because people are probably start whining and crying about it, even though Noel's still out there getting tons of power for no apparent reason whatsoever besides getting cards destroyed that just come back, and other cards. Black Panther's out there. I'm surprised Black Panther hasn't got nerfed, actually. I actually like playing Black Panther, so been waiting for him to get nerfed, especially with the freaking Black Panther adamantium fastball special in the adamantium whatever, the one that brings them back to life. Oh, that is a mean deck. I played against that a couple times. Even tried one of those decks. It's mean, man. So the second-year's gonna watch the games with that, and they're gonna be like, we got to nerf Black Panther, man. And it sucks because Black Panther's pretty cool. But anyways, enough of that. Hopefully you got to see some of these cards in action there. Thanks for joining me here, guys. This has been VP. I am signing off. We'll see you later. And hey, keep on gaming. Oh, wait, let me update the tracker. You know, update the tracker. VP, what's going on? Come on, keep yourself honest here. Boom. It's updated on my end, but I hadn't updated it on that end. So let us make sure that it has the completed statistics there. There we go. 7 and 8. All right. Now this has been VP signing off. We'll see you later. And hey, keep on gaming.